Buying and selling at the same time not only complicates the transaction, but it can also be quite stressful for homeowners. There are a few different ways that you can approach this, each with their own pros and cons. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering a few different approaches and considerations so that you know what to expect, can make a game plan, and hopefully reduce the stress. Let's dive in. Let's start off with selling first before buying. This option involves selling your current home prior to purchasing a new one. By doing so, you'll know exactly how much money you have for your next purchase. The pros of this method are that you have a defined budget and you eliminate the risk of carrying two mortgages. However, there are some cons to consider. By selling first, it can often put stress on homeowners trying to find a new home before they have to be out of their current one. If you can't find a home fast enough, you might need to find temporary housing. Consider negotiating a rent-back agreement with the buyer to stay in your home for a short while you try to finalize on a new home. Alternatively, you can ask for a longer completion period, giving you a larger window to find a new property. Strategy 2. Buy first, then sell. This approach involves buying a new home prior to selling your current home. By doing so, you have a larger window to find the perfect property without the pressure of selling first. The benefits of this approach are not feeling rushed to find a new home and the ability to move into your new home prior to listing your current one, making showings easier. The downside is you'll need to qualify for both mortgages and you run the risk of your current home taking longer to sell or selling for less than expected. With today's real estate prices, carrying two mortgages is out of reach for many people, which brings me to the next option, contingent offers. Contingent offers provide flexibility. A contingent offer means that you'll only buy a new home if your current home sells, or that you'll only sell your current home if you find a suitable new home. The pros include peace of mind knowing that you won't be carrying two mortgages, and the ability to align the timing of the sale and purchase. However, sellers might be less likely to accept a contingent offer, particularly in a busy market, and you may need to adjust your offer to make it more attractive. There are two different ways to approach contingent offers. First, adding a seller subject, subject to the seller finding suitable accommodation. If you decide to go this route, paying for the home inspection on your current home in advance can reduce negotiation risk and increase the likelihood that your deal will go through. The other option is having the offer for the new home subject to selling your existing home. This option is less ideal as it weakens your negotiation position and will often include a time clause, meaning that your offer could be bumped by a second buyer. When it comes to timing, there are a few factors to keep in mind, market conditions being a big one. In a hot market, it can be difficult to get subject to sale offers accepted. Usually you need to sweeten the deal with a higher purchase price. If you don't, even if your offer is accepted, there's a high likelihood that your offer will get bumped by a second buyer. Another important factor is flexible closing dates. Negotiating flexible closing dates gives you breathing room in between transactions, which reduces stress and allows for unexpected delays. Sometimes it can be worth sacrificing a little bit on the purchase or sale price to secure an offer with more favorable terms. By doing so, you can often give yourself a bigger window to sell your existing home or find a new home. It can be quite discouraging to find a home that you love just to be bumped by another offer. Bridge financing can sometimes be an option. This is a short-term loan that covers the gap between buying your new home and selling your old one. However, bridge financing can be difficult to qualify for, and even if you do qualify, it can be quite expensive. While it is an option in certain circumstances, it is rarely used for the reasons that I just mentioned. Buying and selling at the same time doesn't have to be stressful if you have a good plan in place. Whether you're looking to buy first, sell first, or use contingent offers, having a clear strategy is essential. Make sure to work closely with your agent, lender, and lawyer to coordinate all the details and ensure a smooth transaction. That's all we have for today. I hope that you found some value out of this video. If you did, do me a favor and give the video a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more real estate related advice. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or reach out to me directly. I'd be happy to go over things with you in more detail. I appreciate you taking the time, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.